Welcome to another edition of the Inside View, a show that shares the real life stories of people, a show that motivates, encourages, and also restores hope, and also it gives a platform to everybody that wants to talk about controversial issues, not political anyway, but anything that is worth sharing, and also to give hope to the young generation, and also to raise role models for the younger generation. So this is what the Inside View is all about. On this episode, I'm going to talk to you about a lady who from nowhere, I'll say from nowhere, had nothing, had no hope, but then just believed in herself and said to herself, "Hey, I'll do it. I don't have what it takes, but I'm going to do it." I'll say, whilst starting a business, takes a lot out of you. This boldness can either make you better, or I would say would also make you worse. But then, if you take the opportunity and say to yourself, with a little bit of courage and consistency, and also just a little and persistence, you go far. This lady from nowhere, with no money, her journey, her dareness, actually, I would say, has really given me something to work on. So today on the Inside View, I have a beautiful lady called Vivian Royle, who is here to share her success story. How she humbly started, her business. So Miss Vivian,
Hi, Salon.
welcome to the Inside View.
Thank you so much, and I really appreciate that. I appreciate the time and the invite. Thank you.
Our viewers, when they saw your flyer, everything, they were like, "Ooh, Vivian." So tell our viewers who you are and what really inspires you.
So, my name is Vivian Royle. I'm the CEO of DV Hair and Beauty. We're based in Bradford. It's 30 Care Gates in Bradford, BD1 1QL. We're based in the same building as Brit Hair and Beauty. And I would say what inspires me as a person and as an entrepreneur is seeing people happy and growing in whatever I do. I'm really passionate about growth. So, and I want to see movement in anything I do. So, I would say that's what inspires me: growth and seeing people happy. Thank
I
you.
really want to talk about, your business thing. I wanted it to, come as a surprise because I know very well that I was interviewing an entrepreneur, but I didn't want to actually tap on it initially because I just wanted it to be a surprise.
Yeah.
So it's good that you've talked about your business, the Thief Beauty, and hair and beauty.
Yeah.
So I'll say, how did you come up with this idea? I mean, how did this idea, of this Diviv and beauty actually come about?
So, I'm a Nigerian. Before I came into the UK, a family friend said to me that if you know how to do something, you will do well in the UK. So, and I always liked beautiful hairstyles. I always liked it. So I developed the interest of making hair because I tried to do tailoring, but it was like I wasn't getting anywhere.
Yeah, there you go.
So I developed the interest, and I noticed that I was doing well. So when I came into the UK, I just wanted to create my own style. And I noticed that in the UK, a lot of people, like mostly Africans, they tend to keep their hair for a long time. So I was really passionate about wanting them to change their hair as often as possible. So, and I wanted to give that space of saying you can actually do it my way, kind of. So that's why the name the Viv came about. Like the Viv, what I would like to see is what generated the name. Thank you.
You're talking about actually you migrating from Nigeria
Yeah.
to the UK.
Yeah.
we all know that you came here to study,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So you've got your first degree, you've also got your master's.
Yeah.
So one I would have expected you to be in this posh environment, actually wanting to that big girl life. So you just going into this business.
Mm.
How did you see yourself? Because many a times, our parents think, oh, hairdressing,
Yeah.
veterinary, joinery, and certain vocational skills we frown upon.
Yeah.
So for you, I would say, how did you come up with this whole concept of Diviv?
Thank you
and
so
beauty?
much. Thank you. One of the things that came to my mind is, no matter your profession, you always want to make your hair.
Yeah.
So whether it's a cleaner, whatever. So to me, I wanted something that would capture everyone. So I'm also a professional as well. So my weekends and spare time, I'm always very happy to make hair. So that's how it all started. So I was working part time initially. So I worked Monday, Tuesdays, and I worked Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, and the rest of the week was for making hair. So I wanted to cut across all fields. That was why I just said, no matter what is happening. And like you said, our parents back would frown upon it. Initially when I said to my mom that I was making hair, she was like, really? But when she came and visited, and she was like, wow, wow, wow. And she's been very supportive and encouraging because she can see that things are not as bad as she thinks they are. Thank you.
Wow. So when did you decide that, oh, I'm going to, go into hairdressing? At what point did you decide that I've done everything, but I just want to do what makes me happy? At what point did you say, that is it, I'm going to go into this?
To be able to be your boss, so I was happy that I could control my time. And then I was happy that I could make people happy. I could see them, especially when you make someone's hair and the person looks at it and say, oh, I love my hair, with a smile on the face. So seeing the joy in people. And also when you make people's hair, you tend to connect with them. Sometimes you might be making someone's hair and the person just shares you a story or something that is hurting the person, and they leave the appointment feeling uplifted. So I think the joy that I would say the joy that I see in my clients really motivated me to say, do you know what, I think I want to do this, because you see the positive impact that you create in people's lives, and I really appreciate that. Like that.
Just like you said, you didn't have anything at all.
Yeah.
No money,
Yeah.
no shop,
Yeah.
nothing to fall back on.
Yeah.
Then you have a family to raise and everything.
Yeah.
How did what actually came into your mind, especially with no money, with no shop, with nothing? What actually, was running through your mind? And what made you think you could even do this? Share that experience, because
Yeah.
we've got a lot of people in diaspora
Yeah.
who have a lot of talent, abilities, but then do not even actually have the courage
Yeah.
or even the motivation to even go out and say, or even dare to say, I'm even going to try this.
Yeah.
So with no money, with no shop, with basically nothing.
Yeah.
Share that crazy experience with us, because it takes somebody with that kind of boldness to do what you're doing.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. I had a driving force, and I always said to myself that it's not about now, it's about tomorrow. So I started by actually making people's hair for free. In church, I would actually see some people and I'll be like, sorry, can I make your hair? Can I make your hair? And I booked them in. So what I started with was making their hair after church, then in the evenings, and I was doing it for free. Then I now tend to monitor them to say, oh, your hair is due for a change. So I was like that. So sometimes in church they would laugh at me to say, oh, Vivian, I bet she's got a comb and need one thread in her bag, because I was always happy to do that. And I noticed that as I did that, I got better in whatever style I was doing. So I got better, and that actually was a driving force to me. And I was actually also looking at capturing them for them to believe in me. Yeah, because not when you say to someone that, oh, I can make hair, they may not really believe until they see what you've done. So to me, I wanted to capture them, and I also had a vision of where I was going to be able to attract people to me and the team and the vision of the business. So I would say that was my driving force. So even though there was nothing, I was just very positive about it. But sometimes, like when I made people's hair, especially church members, they'll say, "Oh, you can have this." So that was how slowly and surely I was getting something in the mix of nothing. Thank you.
So, I mean, share your experience.
Yeah.
Like it's your hairdressing journey. I mean, how
Yeah.
you started maybe from one dryer to
Yeah.
one comb
Mm.
to one. How did you do it?
Thanks for that question. So starting from going to people's houses, from the church, then going to people's houses. So basically, after church, go to their houses, make the hair, and then they liked what they saw, and they introduced me to their friends, their families, and I noticed that it was taking me longer to travel from one end of Bradford to another. And I also noticed that when you're in the comfort of people's home, they tend to be more relaxed.
Yeah.
And you as well might be tempted to be relaxed.
Yeah, because I was just going to ask you,
Yeah.
like, were you taken seriously? And at that time, moving from, somebody's home, like
Yeah.
one person's home to, to another.
Yeah. So I sometimes when you get someone's house, the person is cooking, so you have to wait. And I noticed that by the time I travel from one place to another, I lost time, and the market was growing
You were
because
going with your children as well.
yes,
Oh,
yes, I was.
That's
Yes, I was, and I just had to explain to the children that this is what mommy does. So, and sometimes they look forward to it because they say, "Mommy, are you making someone's hair?" So that was how I started. So when the market was growing, um, I knew that I couldn't manage traveling to three people's houses from one end of Bradford to another. So a family friend now introduced me to a small space in Bradford City Centre, and that was how I started. Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, I can remember, when
Yeah.
I came to that small
Yeah.
place, and trust me, viewers, two people couldn't even fit because by the time the dryer, the washing basin, isn't it, and the rest, it means about two people. So you have people queuing outside, and you've got children running around.
Yeah.
So this is a very beautiful journey,
Yeah.
and I'm glad you're sharing.
Yeah. Thank
So,
you.
What is your greatest fear? At the time that you were going into it, did you have any fear? Like, did you have, "Oh, what if I don't get money to pay for the shop? What if I don't get money to pay for people that are supporting me?" Do you, at that time, that you started, did you have any fear? And if so, do you want to share with anybody that wants to, venture into any business at all?
Yeah. Thanks for that. Yeah. I had my fears. I had I can remember a friend of mine said to me that time we were in a very small space. She said something. She said, "A man's gift will make a way for them. Just keep doing what you're doing, and by God's grace, you're going to expand." And when I started, someone actually prophesied and said to me that, "Do you know that where we are now?" The person said, "Do you know that you're going to go in there?" I was like, "No, don't say that. The shop is very big." I was scared of expansion, kind of. And also that time I was also scared of getting it wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, because when you're making hair, you meet different kinds of people, and you meet people that they know what they want. So I had that fear of not getting it right with the hair, and I had the fear of what happens if you actually don't get the money to pay.
Yeah.
But I was also blessed with a good landlord that was also very supportive. He knew that I was starting, and he knew that it's not easy. So he said to me that anytime that you're not able to pay the rent, it's okay, you can carry on to next week. And God also blessed me with a good member of staff that actually understood. So on days that it was quiet, they would always say, "Don't worry, we can manage. Next week will be better."
Okay.
So I would say those my fears were kind of just wrapped around people that were very supportive and encouraging, and I would say that's what has brought me thus far.
That's
Thank you.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So,
Thank you.
describe your typical day in the shop.
My typical day in the shop would be everything happening like braids, cornrow, dreadlocks, children, calling with children with their mom, just a busy day with different kind of people coming in to make inquiries as well. Because in between when you're making hair, because we are in a hair shop, sometimes people pick a hair and they want your opinion about the hair. So it's a typical day because it's a typical day around us being very busy with the clients that were making their hair, and also very busy with clients that is wanting to get our opinion about about the style that they want to do. So I would say it's all around different hairstyles and what is going on.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let me take you back.
Yeah.
Before you were coming to UK, did you have any experience at all in hair braiding or in, hair skills at all? Did you have any experience at all? Because I am thinking you came in as a fresh graduate, isn't it? You came in with, I'm coming to the UK, I'm going to make it big. So, was this, as a result of a last resort thing, or you just wanted to own your own space? Like, what was it like?
So I didn't think that I was going to get this far. I actually, when I was coming to the UK, I had the skills of just doing the cane roll.
Yeah.
I just could do that. And so before I left UK, actually, I went to a salon and I told them that I only just want to understand how to put the hair extension into the hair. That was the only thing I just wanted to learn, because at that time I didn't have a lot of time to stay in Nigeria, so I had very little skills. But when I came in here, the little skills that I have, I've noticed that people appreciated them, and then I had the opportunity to also meet people, professionals as well, and they were able to share with me, oh, this is how you do it, this is how you do that. So I was able to get better in wherever I was doing any style, and I also showed interest in it as well. So with a little skill and with interest, with determination, and just keeping a positive attitude and a positive mindset, I think it's coming this far. Thank you.
So do you think people, now believe in you?
I think so, to an extent, because sometimes someone has said to me that she remembers when she wants to make her hair, she calls me anytime and I go. But now she has to book an appointment, and I'm like, oh, it's not like that. It's just that we're now serving a larger community, and you just need to understand that it's not just you now, it's more people that we're dealing with. So, and she just smiled and said, well, I'm so happy that at least you are doing well. So I remember those days that you can call me any time of the night. I'm coming with my children.
I remember she used to carry, her her prams and everything with, I would say, baby milk, everything.
Yeah, that's it.
Prams and everything.
Yeah.
She comes to your house.
Yeah.
With children, kids crying and everything, changing nappies in the process of doing it.
Yeah.
So I would say you've really come far.
We thank God.
Really far. And I'm so glad that you're sharing this story just to motivate somebody out there that, look, it's not the end of the world and it's not too late. You can also start something.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say, what has been the most satisfying moment in your business?
Well, I would say making someone's hair and the person just gives you a hug or a smile, and then most importantly, smiling to the bank. So that's so that would say, because when I see people come back as well, I know that I must have done something right, and so this has been a beautiful one. So
because I know in the hair and beauty industry, we all have our own celebrities that we all look up to.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite celebrity in like in this industry?
I would say I can't really say I've got a particular one, because my vision is to create my own style. Okay. But I've always loved the Italians, how they do their kind of hair, And to me, they are the ones I look up to because I want to learn what they do. Because where I was, we had some Italians they were making hair. I was always very appreciative of what they did. So I would say that would be the people that I look up to. I want to learn their own style. Now we know the African style. We now need to understand how the Italians do it and how the British like to style their hair and take it from there. Thank you.
Okay. You know, back home,
Yeah.
it's so easy to just do our hair.
Yeah.
Now we are here and we have our white folks also wanting to, put in braids, wanting to do extensions, wanting to do, much with their hair. How does, the Viv Hair and Beauty, accommodate all this, should I say market?
Yeah.
I mean, how do we?
Yeah. So how we have accommodated it and are now still accommodating this the
especially with different hair texture and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
How are you doing it?
So we tend to just explain to them what we want to do, just communicate clearly with them, and when they come to us and tell us what they want to do, we tend to just repeat back to them to be sure that we are on the same page. So I would say that communication is the key because we are a multicultural hair salon. So we tend to, as much as possible, communicate with the clients, and so far it's been good.
Because you have people from the Asian background and also from the white background also coming in.
Yeah.
That's really impressive.
Yeah.
Really, really impressive. So how has how has being an entrepreneur affected your family life? Because I know you've got younger kids.
Yeah.
And also a husband. So how does has you been or have you been an entrepreneur affected your family life?
I would say positively it has, in the sense that I've got a supportive husband as well. That sometimes when we go out, he tends to give the card out to people, and at work he tells his colleagues that, oh, my wife can make your hair, or your wife's hair. So when I see him giving out my card and he's just telling people about me, I feel like, wow, that's so nice. So I would say positively, I've been so blessed with a family that supports. Even my boys now, sometimes when we're busy in the shop, they actually pick the hair piece and they're trying to put them together. Yeah. And I just smile and say, wow, we're passing it on to the next generation. So yeah, I've just been blessed with them. And also what I try to do is wherever I've done, I show them and make them to appreciate it. So if I make someone's hair, for example, I get back home and say, do you know I did this? Mommy did this. And they tend to just smile to say, oh, mommy, it's so nice. So I think that has also brought a positive mindset to them as well. So yeah, thanks for that.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
That's really, really, really impressive. So, where do you see the Viv in the next 2 years? Where do you see yourself?
I see the Viv in another level, in the sense that we've grown bigger, and we're
moving from house to house. Braiding hair for free. Moving from house to the house with baggies and nappies and everywhere, and now from that corner and onto this amazing, beautiful shop. So where do you see the Viv in the next? I would even say 5 years. The next 2 years. Where do you see the Viv going?
Oh gosh, I see us just going places.
Good.
I see us in the front of magazines and showcasing what we do, and also it'd be nice to participate in a hair show and just display some of the things that we can do. So it'd be nice to see that. So, and also over the years we've been blessed with people that are also staff members that are dedicated to what they do. So it'd be blessed to see an expansion in all whatever we're doing in staff, going into more products to sell, and also just reaching more lives and just making more beautiful hair, I would say.
As African parents,
Yeah.
we want our children to be doctors, lawyers, accountants, and nobody wants their child to be a hairdresser. Nobody wants their child to be a joiner.
Yeah.
Nobody wants their child to be a cleaner. But then, in abroad, these are the people that are rich, the hairdressers, the joiners, the everything.
Yeah.
What do you say to African parents?
I would say that just encourage your children. It's not just about what you're doing now, it's about how well you can be a doctor and not be doing well being a doctor. Just encourage your children. And the Bible even says that you write the vision, make it plain, and run with it. So if a child has got a vision, encourage them. It will take them places. Like a friend said to me that a man's gift will make a way for him or her. I just remember how I started, and sometimes when I hear people say, "Oh, I did my hair in the view shop," I'm always like, "Wow!" I just remember those days, and I just look forward to what the future holds. So, our Nigerian parents, please encourage your children.
Nigerian parents
Yeah.
alone.
Not just
All African
Nigerian,
parents.
exactly, exactly. Thanks for
And
that.
also our
Yeah.
Asian parents as well.
Yes, yes. So parents worldwide,
Well,
yeah, encourage your children and just let them run with the vision and the passion that they've got, and I believe it will take them places. Thank you.
you know what? There's nothing wrong with encouraging your daughter, your child to become a doctor, a lawyer, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But then not every child might want to pursue that path. So if you have a child that has got interest in such vocational skills, we've heard, Vivian's story. Vivian has got a master's degree. You know what I mean? But what she loves doing is to, do hair and also to see people happy. And there's nothing wrong with that. From where she started from and where she is, I mean, man, she's minted now. So there's nothing wrong, actually being a hairdresser.
Yeah.
So let us encourage our children to, to actually go into those vocational skills. And trust me, it will really help them. What was the key driving force to become an entrepreneur? What was the key driving force?
I would say my family, they both immediate family and extended family, and just seeing them believing in what I'm doing, and also being able to help them as well. Sometimes it's always nice when you hear from family members and you're able to lend a helping hand. So I would say that has just been my driving force, just encouraging me. And I remember before I left home, my sister said to me, because I'm second of six, so my sister said to me that please, no matter what you do, don't forget us.
Oh,
Yeah. So when I think about that, I just remember that someone actually sacrificed or helped me to come here. So don't forget. Because sometimes we come to the UK and just be like, oh, I've arrived, or kind of, and just say, oh, the problem back home is too much, and just relax. But the thought that someone is happy to hear from you, happy that you can offer little help or no help, whichever help, but it's been my driving force to know that someone is happy. Yeah.
that's
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you.
We have salons, that actually caters for just for females.
Yeah.
How is your business like? Does it cater for everybody? Both male and female, or should I say, let's just unisex.
Yeah.
Okay, so unisex.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So we can still have our men,
Yeah.
our boys here.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
And
impressive.
yeah, so we've got sometimes in the shop we have more males in the shop than females.
You're joking.
Yeah, they come in to do the braids, the hair roll. There was a day someone came and I was like, what, is this a hair salon or a barber shop? Because it looks like there are more males in there. But I would say also that we just, provided you've got hair on your head and you are happy to carry it, because hairstyle is also what you can carry. So if we make dreadlocks on you, great. If you're able to carry blue color purple, we're happy to give that to you. So yeah, so unisex salon is what we do. And going forward in the future, we hope to also introduce hair cutting as well, so that
Okay.
people can just have like a one-stop salon where they cut their hair. Maybe you want to cut one side and braid the other side. So yeah, we're happy to do that in the future. We'll be happy to do that. Yeah, thank you.
So have you done anybody's hair
Yeah.
that has actually brought so much joy to their faces that you think, oh, I've really done some better?
Yes. you can just see straight away. Some just from the word go, they just start looking at the mirror and taking pictures and sending it down. Some people would actually just FaceTime and just like, I love my hair, I love my hair. So that alone, you just be like, and it's so sweet when you see the little children, they look at the mirror and stop, they can't even just stop looking at it and they're just touching their hair. It's so sweet when you see that. So yeah, it's always really motivating as well. Thank you.
I think the point that we are so scared of is, the capital.
Yeah.
How to raise the capital to go into such things. In your case, you didn't have anything, but then with persistence and also with the courage, you thought, oh, okay, I can do it, even though like no one is not believing me at the moment, but then I'll still do it. Maybe one day. And now we are seeing the Viv, her in beauty. How do you want people, or how do you advise people who, find themselves in your situation? They have the skill, they have the drive, and and everything, but do not have any capital at all. What do you want to tell them? Share that transition, that journey, how you were able to raise that capital. To do what you're doing now.
Yeah, thanks for that. I'm going to say that don't despise days of little beginnings, and if you need to take up some shifts like 9 shifts, couple of hours, I would advise you do that because it's not always rosy at the top. So I would also advise that don't forget where you're going to or where you want to get to. So I would say that was what was always driving me, that the little I had, I kept reminding myself that I want to get here, I want to get there. So just keep pushing and don't give up. Thank you.
What makes the Viv Hair and Beauty different from the other, from the other salons?
Thanks for that. I would say what makes us different is that we're very accommodating. Accommodating in the sense that when you come, we would welcome you with a smile, and also we would listen to you what you to understand what style you need or you're wanting, and also we'd also give you, if you need that kind of relationship to talk to someone, we're always there as well. And also it's not all about the money. So if you feel like, oh, you need to make your hair and you're going to be paid like in 2 weeks time, we're always happy to have that discussion, and we're always very, very happy to lend a helping hand where needed. Yeah,
you can give your hair pay later. That's
yeah,
very good.
And
do they always come back with the money?
No, that's why we say we always have the discussion. So
okay.
So we always have that discussion, and it will be something that has been over the years, because we also recognize that some customers are just good old faithful. So if a good old faithful comes to you, I think it's very nice to say, oh no, it's not all about you can come. Yeah, so
you see, viewers, this is the in Bradford at the moment in the UK. The Viv is the only I would say African salon here. So if you happen to be in Bradford, don't, and you want to have a good hair done, don't hesitate to contact the Viv. Share the Viv, where the Viv is situated in Bradford. We always want to know, so that at least if anybody is in Leeds, Manchester, whatever, and happens to be in Bradford, they can easily catch you.
Thanks for that. So the Viv Hair and Beauty is based in Bradford City Centre. We are very close to Barclays Bank, Cheapside, and the address is 30 Kergate, Bradford, BD11QL. Our website is in the making, so we'll let you know as soon as it's up and running. But if you're familiar with Bradford, we've got a Brit Hair and Beauty where they sell the hair products. So we're just in the same building as the Brit Hair and Beauty, and also very close to Barclays Bank, Cheapside. So we're looking forward to seeing you, meeting you one day. Thank you.
So do you have any number that you want me to?
Yeah, so if you want to have a booking, you can always contact us. We are on Facebook, the Vivian Beauty, and we're on Instagram, the Vivian Beauty. As soon as the website is up and running, we're going to update the Instagram and Facebook. Our contact is 07737998878. Thank you.
So, what advice do you want to give to our parents? And also,
Yeah.
what kind of words of encouragement
Yeah.
do you want to give to our viewers?
Yeah.
I know we have a lot of women, a lot of men, who might want to go into an entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
But, the guts, the courage, and also not being able to, actually say, to wait for the ups and downs. Some of them can't actually wait, for the down days. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to wait for just the up days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What kind of advice do you want to share with our viewers so that at least they know that, oh, okay, Vivian had nothing, but today we have the Viv Hair and Beauty, which is doing so well.
Yeah.
What words of encouragement do you want to give to our viewers out there, especially the younger generation as well?
Yes. Today, I would start from our parents. I would say for our parents, just lend a supporting hand where possible. And then I would say to people that have that passion or vision or drive, I would say don't be afraid to ask, don't be afraid to fail. Sometimes you might ask people for help and they might not help you, but just don't be afraid to ask for help. And to our younger generations, you are the future, so we would encourage you to show interest in whatever skill you're happy you like doing. Just show some interest and you get better. And yeah, the future is all yours. It's in your hands and it's how you make of it. And the Viv, we're growing from place to place, and we're also hoping that we'll be expanding very soon by the grace of God. So just learn from our story and just believe in yourself, and the sky will be your starting point. Thank you.
Wow. Viewers, we've listened to Vivian's story.
Thank you.
I mean, it's so motivating, and I'm so encouraged.
Thank you.
Because I saw you with your little boys. I saw you with your farms all the time with I'll say baby food, everywhere that you were going.
Yeah.
And today you are the boss of your own business, and not just only your boss. Actually being a boss, you've been able to employ. I'll say you've given employment also to people now.
Yeah.
And that's so amazing, so profound. I mean, looking from where you started, one would have thought, what is this lady on about? She doesn't even know what she's doing, or maybe she's so frustrated. But you knew where you were going, and you saw yourself from that time.
Yeah.
And you didn't give up yourself, even though people didn't take you serious. Yeah. You saw your end from your beginning, and that's so amazing.
Thank you.
So viewers, if you have any business in mind, don't let anybody put you off. See yourself as capable. And once you believe in yourself, people will start believing in you as well. Working for yourself is incredibly rewarding. It gives you that flexibility, to earn your own money, to look after your own family, and also to choose when and where and how you want to, spend your money, and also when you want to work. And it's persistency and creativity. That's all that you need, and you go far with it. And one thing about also working for yourself is you'll be able to think on your feet. Making new friends all together. It builds your confidence. It builds your social skills, and also it helps you also to actually manage your finances. So once you have the vision, once you have a creative mind, come on, let's all get together, and we'll all help you actually build your business. At the end of the day, we're all here to help each other. We're all here to support one another. So on that note, Vivian, Viv, if you can actually have your flyer to actually advertise your business, I'll be so happy. About it. Viewers, we have the Viv Hair and Beauty, and it's here. So if you have, and it's for your multicultural hair needs. So wherever you are, you can just contact Viv, and then she'll look after you. She's a very, very sweet lady.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
So on that note, thank you so much, viewers.
Thank you so
much. For your time.
Thank you.
So if you have any story, if you have any product that you want to advertise, contact the Inside View team, and then we will actually sit down and actually go through. So if you want to advertise any of your product, share your story, whatever story that you have, contact the Inside View team. Today my hair and my makeup was done by TNA Makeup Touch, and my dress was given to me by Glitz and Glamour and by Mami in Ghana. So I'm looking for sponsors. So if you want to sponsor, the Inside View, contact Nana, on the Inside View. And also if you want to be a part of this journey, I'll be so glad, to come to you as well. So thank you so much.